This is Rod Kusanen, Spooman for Risk on February the 13th, 2019. All times on the Charter Central Standard Time. We're looking for a rally up to the upper value area of 2763.50, which is based upon the low pivot of October of 2018. As you can see here, that's the date. And so that's really based on a very small amount of volume, compared to the year and years past. But we expect that we will go up there and test that. But right now, what we're hoping for is that the market is going to drop back into. Oh, and before I go any further, there's a retracement. Pardon me, an extension. Let's look at this extension. Up to 68, based on the 161.8 projection level off of the ABC pivot here, here, and here. Okay, so yeah, good reason to expect this. So now, we got a long signal in here. We're really not too concerned about that because what we really figure is that it's going to come back down to 52.50. So I think this is all temporary. And the reason we can say that is because this low right in here was the low of the morning on the premium. And that means that that level is going to get tested. So regardless of this rally, it's blowing smoke. We're going to come back down. And so likely going to test the 52.50 area, and then we can anticipate a more robust move up. We'll come back. Now, incidentally, we have opportunities to short, but the strategy is presently not set up to take short trades. We're actually preventing it from taking any short trades, but we know we're short in here. There's your lower high over here. You had divergence in here at the top as well. You can see it right there. So anyway, we're waiting for this to come down, and I figure right in here at the point of control, we'll probably go long. It might go lower, but we'll have to see. Well, new ball game. Okay, we're still expecting the market to come down, but as we came up here, we hit this new high on the premium here. We came a little divergent and we pulled back, and I'm figuring we're going to pull back all the way. And that's a pretty low level on the average of the premium. But then we get another new high right in here. So what do you do? Well, it's very difficult at this point to anticipate what this is going to do. Because in as much as we need to go higher, we also need to go lower. It's now going to be kind of a waiting game, and you take your chances on whether or not you want to wait for one thing to happen before you do anything. And there's strong reason to anticipate that, yeah, the market's going to pull back further, but there's also equally convincing argument to suggest it's going to rally all the way up to that 63.50 level and potentially better. So the overall trend is long. The overall trend is long right now. all of our trend indicators are showing us long, but that doesn't mean that we can't get a pullback. So based upon how the premium is performing right now, it's very difficult to know whether this is going to come all the way back down and test that low in here, or whether we're going to continue on up. It's really very, very hard to say. So we'll come back when we decide to do something. Well, reading the premium says we're all long in here. We have this little dip right in here, and we're getting higher and higher and higher on the premium. So at least right now we're long. And we took a few long trades in here at 59.75. Are pretty bad place to go long, but it's just not possible at the moment to really know whether we're going to go all the way to 63 and change. Higher here, 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 here. We're all moving higher. And we had that new high on the premium over here. Lower highs, but now we're moving back up. So it may only be a scalp, but we'll just go based on what we see happening at the moment. And we don't have any really oversold conditions to generate a trade signal at the moment. So we'll come back. Well, we went ahead and got long. Again, we think it's about to pop. Yep, it's about to pop up. Go higher. We have a new high on the premium here. This thing's going to run. At least it should. So the question is it going to take it all the way to 63? We'll come back and let you know. Incidentally, Mr. Camp this morning indicates fair values at -60. What's his call for this morning? Well, when you look at the numbers here, I'm going to give you a $3,000 secret. Okay, his buy execution levels are at 0.7 positive. That means that the premium has to move up 1.3 in order to get to a buy execution level. Sell execution levels are at 210. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that the premium starting from fair value to move down to -2.10 needs to move an additional 1.5. So it's easier for it to move up to 1.3 than it is to move to 1.5, simply because it's further away from fair value. On that basis, you know what the odds are. The odds are that it will rally. And the rally, all right, has a stronger probability because the difference between the move down versus the move up is 0.2. And in that case, that means that the likelihood of a rally can be estimated to be about 65%. And that's probably what his call was. Now I just gave the secret away. All right, long again. Now, incidentally, what I don't like here, I don't like all of our profile lines moving up toward the top. That's not generally good, because as they do, this is what happens. You see, these become resistance lines instead of support lines. And furthermore, we get another new high on the premium. So again, all of that is just indicating this thing is long, but you've got a lot of resistance up here. Oh, this is a little tough. It's a little tough to interpret this. But the premium says we should be going up, regardless of those resistance lines. Now I'm going to get rid of some contracts. Let that move up. Average in. And just hope we don't get stopped out now. Look at what's happening to the premium. More highs again. And then we're turning right in here, coming down again. That's not good. Look at these highs. Look at the lows of the premium right in here. Okay? Look at the low of the premium here. Okay? Not good. Not good. I'm out. I'm out. I'm saying no thank you. This is just too, this is weird. Very weird. I went ahead and went short in here because of that bar on the premium. And we weren't getting any new highs in here. So we started taking some shorts. I pulled most of our position off because it really looks to me like we're gonna drop, and it's gonna continue to drop. As I mentioned, these market profile lines all became resistance, and on that basis, boy, it just seems like this is going to take a nosedive. Well, we might bounce at 58, but wow, it's tough to tell. So let's watch the slope of the premium. Premium is definitely moving down, and that was, I shorted it because of that bar. Okay. Look at that high, and then look at this high. Okay, right in here. Lower high. Right as you moved into that top. Lower high. This is the telltale sign right here. There's your lower high. Up here, it comes down. It's maybe a scalp, but I think it's gonna go lower, because the target based on the premium was over here. When we came into this low in here, all right, market was at 53.75, 53.50. There we go. There's 58. Well, we'll come back when it gets down there. Just a little lesson in here. As we came down and it hit that low here, okay, and now we're at a lower low here, and we're at a higher low here. Should that mean, well, should we go along? Well, it does indicate divergence, but the big picture is that this has to go back and test that area around 53. Okay, that's right in here. 53.75, 53.50. That's where this has got to go before you really want to think about going long. Yeah, there's a temporary possible pullback that's going to take you up, but all the same, the big picture is what you got to look at. Now we can get ready for a possible long signal at around 54. And I'm going to go ahead and bail at 54. I'm going to take profits. And we might even get a signal down here before we get there. Yeah, don't take it. Not yet. $54.75 is a low value or is a low volume node. Let's just show you that. Come on here. See 54.75 down here. Sometimes the market doesn't want to go there, but that's a definite area of repair. All right. And with 54 having as much volume as it does, and even 52.50, yeah, that'll get repaired. I'm pretty sure. But we'll take profits in 54. Okay, we're about to take some profits here. I'm not proud. Nice short in here. Premium is sloping up. There we go. But now expect a signal, a good long signal as we move down here. I'm just not sure where that's going to happen because the premium's already sloping up. It's come down a little bit and it's just now turning. The fastest of our indicators is turning. Expect this will go just a little bit lower. This indicator right in here, let it drop. take us down, come back up, give us a signal. It's already given it. It's already turning. It's too high. I'm not confident about going along right there. I don't like that signal. I think it's going to cycle one more time. I expect it's okay. Now we're getting there. Take it further. Take it further. That's not exactly where I would expect it to go long. It's got to go a little lower. 52, 25, 52. Come on. Don't go long yet. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you should be getting ready to get in here. Come on, give me 52 and a quarter. Yes, thank you. That makes sense. 52 makes sense. Give me 52. That may not. Yes, it will. Ooh. Maybe even give me 50, 75. Okay, well, we just got a new low on the premium here, and that suggests we're going to take another dip. We're probably going to go all the way down to 48, which is a little bit surprising. Then we got stopped out on the way down. I started going long when I shouldn't have. But with that low on the premium, and now a new low on the ES at around 48, if we get some long signals right in here, yes, indeed, that sounds like a good place to get into a long trade. Let the premium move up. This is a nice move down. That could be it. We're going to go ahead and start getting long in here. Where's the signal? All right, that should be it. Look at these lows on the premium. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Right at 48. That was the kicker. we're long in a big way, so we're going to ease out of that position. Well, we're going to move rather quickly out of that position. We're going to take profits here. Okay, dumped a bunch of contracts right up there and let the balance ride. That should be our low, and from here we expect that this market will rally up to a new high, I hope. I'm anticipating another drop. Premium has been moving higher. ES is not. This will turn. This will bring this down. And then maybe we will get a long signal, because there's still no doubt in my mind that we are long. Okay, we should expect a signal in here. Premium's going a little bit lower. Watch for the divergence. We are still long, but it's really not taking off. It's really checking for the support down here. That's got me a little nervous, but we're long. And that big drop on the premium right here, right there, is not good. It suggests this is still going to come down and test that level again before it goes back up. Boy, it's taken a long time. Well, a potential bounce at 49, 25, 49, even. And if it doesn't bounce then, oof. What's it going to take? Well, we're just beginning to see this turn. Hopefully this will start to really move up. We took some profits right here at the top. But what I'm really hoping for is for this to turn and really start to gain some momentum. Let's see if that might be possible. We went and just turned on the VEL, which is more of a momentum type indicator. And yeah, we were gaining momentum right in here. Then we lost a little bit, but now we're getting it back. Let's set that to a much larger number. Not so much. All right, just gonna have to see how it works. Well, we see just the opposite happening. Premium has been dropping once again, and it has continued its drop. As you can see, we had a lot of momentum to the downside here. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. We said that level right here needed to get tested. And that low was, in fact, 49.25. We didn't hit it here. And we haven't hit it here. It may be that we've got to go down there to 49.25. It may be. Because that low bar on the premium didn't look right. So that may be what has to be tested here. Okay, here we are, 49.25. Now we're definitely higher on the premium. Premium is divergent. Okay, there's a divergence on the premium. And it's recovering, at least at the moment. Well, we've managed to move up a bit, but unfortunately, the premium doesn't give us any real reason to expect that this rally is going to continue. You remember that move down, all right, that did in fact get tested right there, that move on the premium. Now, we've been getting higher lows on the premium, but we're not really moving up as strongly as we should. The slow moving average there was 22. At this point, it was 26. It's now 29. It's moving up, but it's not moving up enough. That's a concern. So we can give it more time, but we have to be honest. The premium right now is not really cooperating, not the way it should. So one has to be cautious here about where this market is going. The big move down this morning, we could see a retracement. The typical typical pattern here with the low. Now let's take a look at the IB. All right, so this was into the 1030 range like we talked about yesterday. And this very slow move up needs to really begin to gain some momentum if we're going to reach into that area that was predicted by the, or that we can see on the 63.25 upper value area. So, you know, if the premium begins to falter as we're getting up into the now right into the area around 57.50. then it's going to look more like that this thing could wind up being something on the order of a green day down. It's just too early to tell. So we got to give this a little bit more time to rally up, but it may fail. So we'll suspend and come back and recap later on today. Well, we're wrapping things up here for the end of the day, and very surprising. We had a really nice rally up here just past 230, and just on looking at our overall charts here, the indicators that we use, the premium was moving higher, okay, here to here to here. And we're thinking this thing is just going to continue on up. And then in a matter of minutes, all of the ground that it had gained was lost. The premium started to drop. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay. I figure it's going to come back up right in here, which it's proceeding to do until right here. Instead of going up, it starts going down. And sure enough, in just look at this, from 42 to 47 in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, it lost all this ground. What a bummer. We got stopped out. Oh, what a bummer. But that's why the premium is so important. You gotta follow what it's doing. We teach you how to do that. So we're going to look for this market to still, it still needs to head back up and test that area. 2763, that's still a solid target. It went up, it managed to get up to 62 today. That wasn't enough. And it was shorting earlier this morning. We figured it was just going to turn and head back up. And it will. But yeah, watching the premium today, so critical. All right, that's the way the ball bounces. I'm Rod Kusin and Spooman for Risk.